Jenny here. Thanks so much for being here. All right, everything looks good. Everything looks good. Welcome to We're Just Rocking on these webinars. I feel like I've done so many presentations, but I'm super psyched to welcome you to today's presentation for coaches, for new and aspiring coaches. This is to help you get the information that you need to be successful as a coach. I'm Jenny Fenig. I'm a certified coach. I'm an entrepreneur. I have been coaching since 2008, and it's been quite a ride. I've learned so much, and I'm at that stage in my journey where I want to train the next generation of coaches to make a great living as a coach, to be amazing as a coach with your clients, to help your clients get sustainable, exciting results. And that's really what the field of coaching allows us to do, is to work closely with our clients so that we can help co-create success for them, success on their own terms. And it starts with you being really plugged into your path as a coach, and to learn the skills and the tools, to learn how to structure sessions and packages, and that's what we're focusing on today. And then knowing how to get clients, which is what we'll focus on. I'm hosting a webinar next week. So hopefully you're signed up for all of our various webinars. I wanted to make myself of service as I have decided to train the next generation of coaches. So this is a webinar to give you lots of high content, lots of high value with the information that I want to share. And then I want to tell you more about how we can work closely together if you are ready to step into this world of coaching. You've been thinking about it, or maybe you've been doing it, but it hasn't been really official or formal, and you feel like you're ready to take it more seriously and create some structure around it. I can help you with this. So today we're going to talk about how to structure your sessions and how to put packages together. And I'm really psyched to be able to do that with you. I'm just moving around in my chair because I need to. This is going to be interactive. You know how this works. We're actually hosting this via Google Hangout on a page. The page that you're looking at is through a platform called Leadpages. And this might be kind of foreign vernacular to you, but I know a good amount about technology. And then I have a gal on my team named Darcy Sellers who's with us during this live broadcast. She helps put all that tech together. And this is something I love being able to share, the behind the scenes, because a lot of coaches or people will come to me, women who want to get out there online with your message and your magic, and you want to help the people you're here to help. And the technology is often the thing that will hold you back because it just seems so foreign and scary. And oh my gosh, how do I do all this stuff? So I like to tell you how things work so it can demystify this setup. Yeah, the first time you do something, it is kind of complex and it can feel a bit overwhelming, but once you go through it, once you are able to ask questions of people who've done it before, once you're able to have someone on your team perhaps who can be pulling together the pieces, it becomes a lot easier. And I will tell you, when I first got started, I didn't have a team. It was me, myself, and me. And things have grown as I've continued stepping into my path, as I've continued getting help, asking for help, and saying yes to the opportunities that are in front of me. Not shrinking back, not being afraid to stand in my power. So that's what I hope to inspire you to do today. All right, so here we are. Welcome again. If you're just joining us, this is a fantastic place to be right now. I'm Jenny Fenig, and I want to welcome you to our time together today. This is for all of you aspiring or perhaps new coaches in the world. We are going to be diving into how to structure your coaching sessions and packages to get the best results for your clients and grow your business. All right. So If we have not met before, I'm happy to be meeting you now. This is all for you. I encourage you to be here now. Don't worry about what happened earlier, what's happening next. Just be here now. We have a shared intention that you are going to, yeah, I'm going back to the intro video right now. Okay. Darcy, it looks like we have some peeps here who are not having access to the video. So if you want to help them, that would be fantastic. All right, so I know, Darcy, you can hear this stuff. So just tell me if there's anything that we're not doing right or what have you. But hi. Awesome. Okay, so Darcy, do what you got to do on your end to help these gals. And this is the deal when you have technology. Sometimes it's funny. All right, so Darcy's here. She is, okay, cool. She's on it. We'll fix ASAP. Okay, so Darcy is commenting in the chat as me, and she's going to be able to fix that for you. So hopefully you can see my voice, and you might not just be seeing my face right now, but you will. Darcy's on it. That's why I have her here, because she can fix any tech stuff that comes up. So listen, while the chat is active, and thank you so much for using it, why don't you tell me who you are and where you're from? I like doing this as we start our time together. Type in the chat function. I know we have Sonia here from New Zealand. She is one of my clients in the Business Adventure School, and she's amazing. So hey, Sonia from New Zealand, while we're getting the video stuff fixed, type it up, type in the chat. Tell me who you are. Don't be shy. I know some of you are here. Yay, Renee. I think that's Renee, who is in my Live Your Dream Challenge course. Hello, Renee. Hello, BJ. I see you, BJ. Tell me who you are. Awesome. You might not even be able to hear me. Who knows, because of our tech situation. So tell me who you are, and when you do, I'm going to give you a high five, and I'm super psyched to have you here. All right, so Darcy, just tell me as we get this rockin', and let me just check in here with Darcy for a moment. Okay, how we doing? All right, awesome. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so my style as I do these webinars, interactive lecture, guided introspection, answering your questions, all that stuff. So I do encourage you to ask your questions today about coaching, about if you're working with clients already, what you might be dealing with. I encourage you to truly be with me in this session. It's not just me talking to you. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what's going on. I want to hear why you're drawn to coaching. I want to hear what you want to achieve as a coach, why you want to do this, all that kind of stuff. I want to hear. I want to hear from you. So please do utilize the chat function. All we ask when you come to our events is that you are respectful of all parties. We are creating a sacred space. We are creating a place to be heard and valued and inspired. That's a hallmark of the work that I'm doing. So that is a requirement when you come into our space. And I'm saying that today because yesterday we had a situation with someone who came to the training, and this gal was disrespectful, and we let her know that she could leave. The types of comments that she was bringing forward were just not okay, not okay. So I'm modeling that for you because this often will come up in your coaching journey. This will come up as you work with, you talk with prospects, as you get clients in the door. It's something to be discussed. And I actually, after yesterday's situation, posted that on Facebook. And the feedback I got was huge. You know, we have to bring this stuff to the light, because especially with the online space, and those of you who are, you know, coming to work with me, you've seen the work that I do online. You may want to do that yourself. Maybe you're already doing it. Maybe you want to take it to the next level. And the underbelly of the work is so often what doesn't get discussed. There's shame around it. There's guilt around it. There's fear around it. And it all boils down to bullying. And the more that we can discuss this, the more that we can bring it to the light, the more that we can move through, we can shift through, and we can say that, you know, that's simply not okay. It's something that we're not going to stand for. And you have to be really firm in this, and standing by your truth and standing in your power, or else the coaching path will not be for you. You know, this is a real personal growth path, and something that I want to make sure that we touch on today, because you need to know this stuff. You need to know this stuff. It's not all rainbows and roses. It's very enriching work. It's very fulfilling work, but there are some inner blocks that we all must burn through, that we all must be willing to look at. Right? We must be willing to feel it so we can heal it. All right. So welcome again. I'm really excited to have you here. I know that many of you are meeting me for the first time, and thanks for bearing with us with our tech issues. It looks like Darcy on my team is still working on fixing the video. So hopefully you're just listening to my voice right now, and the video will be going soon. Technology's funny. Technology's funny. So let's send Darcy good vibes on what she's working on. I'm sure she is working her magic the best that she can, and it will be fixed ASAP. All right. So just listen to my words if that's all that you're able to see hear right now. If that's all you're able to take in. So let's do a guided visualization. Let's do a guided visualization. Okay, let's bring us all into this space. I do really start most of my sessions like this because it's important. It's important. It's so helpful. It's so helpful to have some positive imagery to conjure up in our minds. It's so helpful to have some words that carry beautiful weight to them. All right. I'm such a believer in this. Some of my clients have been to my home before, and they've seen some pictures that I have in my space, and mantras that I have in my space. And I just actually wrote a post. I'm going to tell you the story before we go into the visualization, and then we're going to go right into the content around structuring your sessions and packages. I wrote a post for NBC's Today Show. I'm on their parenting team, the Today Parenting team, which was a huge win for me, something that I'm very honored to have been asked to be a part of. And the most recent topic they wanted me to write about was how do you maintain your cool as a parent? How do you not let the stress take over you so that you can really be in those joyful moments as a parent? And I just published that piece. And you can go check it out. I'm going to put it on my Facebook wall later today so you can see the link. But one of the elements, my tip that I wanted to share, because I love being able to share tips, was a tip on mantras. And I have those all throughout my space. They give me so much calm. They allow me to stay rooted to the earth. And I encourage you to bring whatever it is into your life, into your business, into your client work, that bring in that energy, bring in those elements that are going to help you move through the world more powerfully. It is really telling, really spectacular how all of these tools work. So if that's the stuff that you're into, if you're into mantras, if you're whatever it is, energy work, healing work, bring that in. You know, some of you want to become coaches and you've been experts in other areas. You want to move into this world. Bring it all with you. You don't have to leave that stuff behind. You can mix it all together in your beautiful concoction and truly be a powerful force for your clients. It's what will make you special. It's what will make you stand out. Okay? You have to be different in the market to stand out. There's a lot of coaches out there. There's a lot of people positioning themselves as experts and healers and guides and all that stuff. And that's awesome. But we need to make you stand out in your unique brilliance, because nobody in the world is exactly like you. So we want you to stand out in your unique way. All right, so it looks like, too, just FYI, those of you who issues with the video, we have a post here. You can go listen for now. Darcy included a link, as there was some issues with the regular page. So you can go to the link that she has in the chat feature. That should be able to help you. If you're still having issues, just send us a note to support@jennyfennig.com, and Darcy checks in there. So thanks again for bearing with us. All right, cool. This page should be fixed as well. Okay, you might just need to refresh your browser, she says. All right, so check out that chat feature. Any other questions, just put them there. She's going to be maintaining the chat. So let's go into our guided visualization. Deep breath. I invite you to close your eyes. Deep breath. Just come into your body. Come into your breath. I invite you to focus on the energy in your body right now. Focus on your inhales and your exhales. That's all that you need to be thinking about right now, is your breath. With each inhale, you breathe in powerful energy, hope, optimism, growth, strength, possibility. And with each exhale, you breathe out fear, doubt, frustration, second guessing yourself, paralysis by analysis. Right? Breathe all of that out. Breathe out negativity. Breathe out criticism. Breathe out anything that has been holding you back for way too long. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Awesome. And just feel this open space. Feel your heart shining forward. I invite you to bring your shoulder blades back, heart open. Shine your heart forward. Trust that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You're safe. You're supported. You're strong. You're allowed to be happy. You are allowed to feel at ease. Excellent. Excellent. Feel yourself rooted to the earth, being supported by the earth. And with your hands on your heart, say these words to yourself. I have what it takes to make a huge impact in this world. I have what it takes to make a huge impact in this world. I believe in myself today and forever. I believe in myself today and forever. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to lead you through that. So listen, let's go right into the training. Let's go right into the content that I want to share with you. And thanks so much for, awesome. Thanks so much to Darcy for getting it all getting it all sorted with the tech. And for those of you who are sticking with us, thanks so much. And for those of you who don't really know me yet, I encourage you to check out my blog. You can go to jennyfenig.com. That's my main site. And I wrote a very extensive blog series called The Making of a Coach. You're all here because either you want to be a coach, you're new to coaching, and you want to be stronger at it. All right, we're all bonded by that, right? I'm a coach. I love being able to, and I love working with female visionaries. But right now, what I'm really fired up about is helping coaches. And I wrote a series called The Making of a Coach. You can go to jennyfenig.com. You'll see it there. And it's a multi-part series. So you can click on our latest post and just go back and through the series and read my story. So you can see the journey that I've been on. It can inspire you about what's possible for your journey. And know that whatever it is that you want, it's possible. It's totally, totally possible. You have to commit. You've got to get out of your comfort zone, and you've got to take action. And you're doing that right now. All right, so this webinar, this training is all about how to structure your packages and your sessions for the best results for your clients and for your business. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to show you some of my, do a little show and tell, okay, of some packages. So I'm gonna do some screen sharing with you right now, and you're gonna see like my first ever logo, and you're gonna see a package that I used way back in 2010, right? So this is like 5 years ago now. Okay, here it is. So I'm gonna screen share with you. So here it is, present to everyone. All right, so hopefully you can see all of this. Great. If you're having issues, just let me know. So you should be seeing this picture right now of my first ever logo, okay? And I want to walk you through packaging, because packaging is massive. I have so many women who will come to me and they've been trained in different modalities, or maybe they want to be a coach, or they've been a nutritionist, or some kind of a helping, healing profession. And often we're trained to be great at the thing, great at the craft, but we didn't get the guidance that we need to be great at the packaging of our offer. And so many, I'm talking women because that's who I work with exclusively at this stage, so you'll hear me say women. These women are just selling one-off sessions, and they'll come to me and say that it's not working. They're always having to pull in clients. The price point is low, and your average sale, the average ticket, is low because you're just selling these one-off sessions. Has that been an issue for you? And definitely chime into the comments so I can get some interaction going if you've been challenged by this. I wanted to put together this training in particular because I saw this being an issue across the board. I had people coming to me saying, how do you do this? It's funny, when you start doing something for so long, like I've been coaching since 2008 and having a business since that point. I went through a coach training in 2008 and I just got clients immediately. I was just telling people what I was doing. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a newsletter or an easy, the online marketing space was very, very different back then. I was just telling people what I was doing. So I was getting clients immediately. I just knew how to put together packages, but so many women do not know how to do this. And so this is where we begin. And I start coaching my clients around this, and it's like a huge aha moment for them. They get equally excited, moved to tears. They realize, like, oh my gosh, it all can change. And there's some fear that comes up too, because You might think, well, gosh, would someone really pay this amount? Is someone going to do this? All of that stuff starts coming up to the surface. So it's really important that you do your own work around this. All the money stories, the blocks, the am I good enough? Do I have what it takes? Is someone going to think I'm a fraud? I'm a fake? I'm a fill in the blank? It all really boils up to this concept, this idea, this line of thinking that you're not good enough. Okay, that's why the coaching journey is such an intense one, because we often will think, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to be positioning myself as this. My life isn't perfect. I don't have all my shit together. So why would someone hire me to help them get their shit together? And I have news for you. You don't have to have all your shit together. You don't have to have all the answers. You simply must embody what it is to be a coach. That's what I'm here to help you with. So right now, let's look at this concept of packaging. Okay, so as you'll see too, when I first started my business, I called it Jenny Fenig Coaching. It hasn't changed so much since then. It's technically now called Jenny Fenig Worldwide LLC. When I first started, I set my business up as a sole proprietorship. And I knew I loved that Zen. It's called a Zen circle. If you're looking at that logo, it's a Zen circle. I'm into yoga. I'm into stillness and mastering the fluctuations of the mind, which is a very yogic concept. So I said, hey, let's just boil that into one giant concoction, and there you go. And I did hire someone to create that logo for me. And so from the beginning, this is a tip for all you biz chicks out there. I did believe, and still do very much believe, in solid branding, solid graphics, visual expression of the promise that you're bringing to your people. So I believe in this now with some tools like Canva.com. That's a tip for you. Check out canva.com if you have not yet, canva.com. You can create really beautiful graphics for free. And they have some paid options too, but really great graphics for blog posts, for banners on Facebook, or banners for the top of programs or packages that you're putting together. It's really spectacular. That did not exist when I was first getting started. So there's some awesome stuff out there for you. Okay, so I want to walk you through this package to give you some ideas and some thought starters for how you might be able to put together your package. And I don't care if you're a life coach, a business coach, a health coach, a financial coach, fill in the blank. This doesn't apply to one type of coach more than another. It's simply an example of a package. Now, at the time, and this was in the fall of 2010, I rolled this out to some of my customers, some of my students in my first ever group coaching program called the Inner Mama Mastery Program. It was for mothers, and I really loved that course. It taught me about the whole world of online marketing. And so once these women made it through that course, I wanted to reach out to them and offer them a sweet deal to then work with me privately for those who wanted to continue the connection, really going deeper into what had come up for them during the course, during the group coaching and training course. And so I called it the Thriving in 3-month coaching package. All right, so pretty simple, Thriving in 3. I just came up with that. I think having a creative name sets you apart. Again, this can go with the energy that you bring into your clients. You want to align it to your brand, to your message, to your mission, all of that stuff. So to me, Thriving in 3 just made sense for this one. It was a 3-month coaching package. I was helping these women thrive. And so if you can see the words that I used on here, the copy that I used on this, the description of the package, here it is. For women who are ready to up-level their lives, careers, health, outlook, and dreams for their family and themselves, and want one-on-one help mapping out a plan that will align their inner values with their outer world. All right, so I was basically saying right there who this was for. The next paragraph, you and I work together as a team to help you crystallize your vision and turn your vision into tangible action steps that will allow you to live the life that you want and truly deserve. Essentially, you tap into your truth and your innermost desires, and with my help, give yourself permission to play big and go after what you want. Got it? So it's just boom, here's the promise. You get people excited, and look at what I'm doing now. I'm essentially still doing this with my clients through my courses, through my events, through my book, Get Gutsy, through this offering, and through my new coach training school, the Get Gutsy Coach Training School, which I'll tell you more about in a bit. Okay, so as you're presenting your packages, you need to get people excited. You need to get people understanding that who it's for and why it matters, like why this is going to make a difference in their lives. Okay, and what you see next is what this package includes. Okay, and so this particular package included 2 45-minute private sessions per month. Okay, remember, again, this is a 3-month package. And I created it was a package over 3 months because we're going to get the best results if we can really band together. Can we band together for a period of time? We can walk this path together. It's not just a one session. Like, we're going to do this thing over a period of time, because that's how you're going to get the most sustainable results. You're going to make incremental change over time. It's not immediate. It's over time. So by doing so, if you do this, you're going to get clients who are more committed to their growth. You can go so much deeper with them. You're going to love doing your work with clients like this, okay? And you'll know who's really committed and who's not. Plus, the price point is higher, and they can pay, and I'll get into the payment in a bit, they can pay, a pay in full, they can pay over time. So you're looking at cash flow, you're looking at commitment levels, and you're looking at how the client is going to get the best results. Now, for this package also, we gave them recordings of the calls. And there's technologies that easily allow you to record the calls. If that's something that you want to do for your clients, you can do that. If you do your calls by Skype, you can totally record the calls. If you have a conference call service, and they have free ones out there, they have paid ones out there, you can record calls. So that's something, if you feel like your clients would want that, you can totally offer it. I did that for one of my clients yesterday. We had a Skype, a 1-hour strategy session, and we recorded that session for her. And we can send that to her. So, we do want our clients to take notes and be responsible for their actions and their results. But hey, if you can provide the recording and that's going to be of value, then it's easy to do. I also offered email support between calls. All right, now at that stage in my journey, I was doing that. And that's something you may want to do as well. I don't offer that any longer, because now I have forums for my courses and programs, forums on Facebook. And so my women who are in my courses, they all go in the forums, and that's where the support happens during the course of the program. But at this point, I didn't really have a forum for this particular offering, so the email support, I was happy to do it, and it made sense for where I was with that journey. So if you want to do so, you can totally do so. Now, my tip, though, on that is make sure you have some parameters in place on that email support, so people aren't expecting answers 24/7, unless you want to do that. But to me, that's a recipe for burnout. And just knowing you have to have some boundaries and parameters around that, or I've found that it can quickly go out of control. And there's things you can do if you do offer email. It's like, hey, thanks so much for sharing that. Let's discuss that on the next call. And perhaps you're going to, that's a really good insight. Why don't you focus on ButBot, and we're going to dive in deeply on that in our next call. There's ways that you can manage that. The other piece of the package we included was a subscription to my newsletter. Since I've been doing a newsletter since 2009. And so that I have this, and we're saying, hey, you're going to get access to that. And it's just something that, a value add we can put into the package. And then, of course, I'm offering my utmost commitment and passion for my clients' success and growth. And then we go into the results. And so it's just very clear. Like, you want to claim all this stuff. You don't expect that they just know it just because you know it. Yeah. All right. So what you want to do is go for the results. All right, really do it. You have to be confident here. You have to hit these points. Hit these points and know that this is your job. Your job is to claim this. All right, so you can see the results that I have on here. And then let's get into the investment options, because you're probably wondering about this right now. Okay, so what I have here is Thriving in 3 investment options. Now we had our regular rate and we had our Inner Mama VIP rate. So let's look here. I just have like these 2 boxes side by side, and we're saying, hey, this is a 3-month coaching partnership. Our regular rate, pay in full, was $997 for this package. Because these gals had been students in a course that I ran, we were offering them a sweet deal, a pay in full of $797. See what I did there? It was a $200 savings, and we made that clear. We made it clear. We just said, hey, look what you get because you've been in this course. You're saving. We're making you a great deal. And then we offered an installment option, which I definitely recommend that you have both, a pay in full and an installment option. You will have clients who will want to pay in full, and you will have clients who want an installment plan. If you offer the installment plan, and I'd recommend, again, that you do, you'll want to have some kind of finance charge related to that. You're taking a risk by allowing someone to pay over time. Now, the vast majority of the time, your clients will come through. Okay, because I have questions. Some of my clients will say, well, how do I get them to pay every month? You know that they will. There's technologies in place where you can, you have their payment information, their credit card information. You just run it at the start of the month or every 30 days, whatever your agreement is. And you definitely have to have those agreements in place. But you do want to incentivize your prospects and your clients to pay in full if they can. But then also the installment plan is completely fine. And either way, but this is my recommendation. This is what I've seen to be effective in the market, in the space, so that you can create a package, get somebody on board for this period of time. How great will it feel, or does it feel if you're already doing this, to have someone you're like, great, we get to work together for the next 3 months. This is so exciting. Like, you can really get in deep with them. You can really suss out what they need and partner together. Like you start a relationship versus just a transaction. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I feel is complete magic. All right, so this is a package option for you. And I also want to show you just what we did on this was that we had client success stories underneath. Okay, so you definitely want to get those from clients, from people who know you. They have a testimonial for you, right? So you just, and on this I had all these testimonials, who said them, all right, and then my story was underneath. And there it was. There it was. Very simple, very clean. All right, so that is that example. Here I am. I want to show you one more. Is this helpful for you? I hope it's helpful. I like helping. Okay, here is another example. Okay, I want to show you this one. Everyone see me? Okay, let's see. Screen share. Here it is. Start the screen share. Okay. Present to everyone. All right, awesome. So this is one other package example, and then I'm going to talk to you about sessions, okay? Here's another package example. This was a few years later. I came up with this package example, and this is when I was a bit further along as a coach, and I had more elements to offer my prospects and clients. All right, this was a package I created called the let's see, but it was part of something bigger. Let's see if you can see this. It was the Live Your Dream Private Coaching Program. You see that? Live Your Dream Private Coaching Program. And so I had, my benefits included, and I had various packages as part of this program. I want to show you one in particular because this was the one that did the best in terms of sales. And this was the Make It Happen coaching program. I just want you to make these names up. They come to you and you go with them. Don't overanalyze. Don't spend 17 weeks trying to come up with a name. Just come up with something, all right? You can always change it, but just come up with something, put it out there. And this is, let me just walk you through some of the key points here so you can have this as an idea starter, as an inspiration for you. What I said here in terms of the words, for women who are ready to up-level their lives and businesses / careers and want help mapping out a plan that will align their inner values with their outer world. Partnerships are at least 6 months in length. So at this point I was saying, hey, I only want to work with you if you are ready to work together for at least 6 months. That was where I got, because I realized, I do like these longer term engagements. That's where we really can get some juicy results. And I wanted women who were ready to commit at that level. So this was a way to include various elements here. So here they are. Allow these to inspire you as you are putting together your packages. Okay, so you'll see I still had those 2 sessions a month. Email support, document review, feedback between calls was something that I included. I was saying they could get discounts on retreats and VIP days that I have. So if that's something that you offer or want to offer, you can put that into your package. I had a group course, the Live Your Dream Challenge, which I still offer. They were going to get complimentary registration into that. So do you have some kind of content that you could give your people that they would really enjoy? If so, put it in there. Are you going to make referrals that are a match for them? If so, put that in there. Do you have an easy in a newsletter? If so, put it in there. Are you going to promote them? If so, put it in there. Do you have any live events? Could you give them priority notification that you have these workshops or offerings or even online offerings that you have? Put that in there. Really just put it in there. Make it really sizzling. Make it exciting. And for this particular package, again, Thought Starter, what we had was $597 a month for 6 months. And then if we offered the pay in full. We offered the pay in full. They could pay in full at $32.20. And then we showed, hey, you're going to save money when you do. It's a 10% savings. And this included a ticket to my retreat, which I was hosting that year, called the Retreat for Goddesses. So you see what we did there? We made it really sizzling. We wanted to make this very exciting for a prospect to say, wow, I get so much for this price point. I want to partner with Jenny. I want to go on this journey, okay? And it made it to be a simple yes. Boom. So there's an example of a package for you. Let me come back to this presentation again. If there's anything that comes up, just put it in the forum, put it in the chat. I will look at that and we will have some fun answering your questions. Okay, so let's look at sessions right now. Let's look at sessions. So, and here we go. You should be seeing this right now. Okay, so the sessions, we just looked at packages. Now we're looking at sessions. You want to think of your sessions as you're putting these together as a real flow that you are creating for your prospects and clients, okay? So the first session that you will have as you step out more and more as a coach is a discovery/exploratory session. A discovery/exploratory session, often called, a complimentary consultation. That's what it was called when I was going through my coach training. And I don't recommend calling them complimentary consultations anymore, a complimentary coaching session. I think that discounts what it is that you're doing. So I like the word discovery session, exploratory session. It's really the chance to get to know each other. You want to assess the prospect's desires and their energy. You want to ensure that you're a fit and a match for each other, and you want to make an invitation for them to become a client if you feel that they are a good fit for you. Okay? So that's that first session. And you can have this on your website when you're out meeting people. You can say, oh yeah, let's set up a discovery session. You also can have an application process that someone would fill out an application so they can, before they get on the phone with you. So you really can know who they are before getting on the phone blind with them. Okay, so these are just kind of nuances that you play with as you get deeper and deeper into your coaching path. Now the next session, if someone's like, yes, we're doing this, we're moving forward, this is so exciting, then you can have and need to have a client-coach agreement. Just terms on how things work around payment, around scheduling, rescheduling, communication with you, holding the agenda, refunds, all of that stuff. Having it all spelled out just protects all parties involved, okay? And it separates the amateurs from the professionals. You go through payment details. You just get everything clear up front so that as you move forward, everyone knows that next step, okay? Now, I like to think of that first session that you're gonna have with the client. When they become a client, everything's cool, agreements are agreed upon, and payment has been secured. That first session is an initial session. And this is the opportunity. It's different than the rest of the sessions. You're really laying the groundwork. You're really co-creating the vision for the journey ahead. And when I was first coaching clients, I often would have that initial session to be around 60 to 90 minutes for the initial session. You can design yours any which way you choose, but when I first got started, it was around 60 to 90 minutes for that initial session, and I asked specific types of questions, and we went slow so we could go deep and ensure that we felt good about the goals and the vision and the values and all of that great stuff. So that's the initial session. And you tell the client, hey, this first session, it works a bit different. Here's why, and here's what we're gonna do, and and you carve out the time and you make it happen. After that, you move through your sessions. So let's say you were to sell that Thriving 3 coaching package. They have 6 sessions. You have that first one, and then you have 5 more. And those sessions, you simply you start the session when you come on. How's it going? You're really checking in. And one of my favorite questions when I would start coaching with someone is, where would you like to focus today? Where do you want to spend our time today? What questions do you want to ensure you get answered before we move forward? But as we move forward in the session, those kinds of things. You want the client sets the agenda. You know the path that she or he wants to travel. The client sets the agenda on the sessions, and you hold the space. Now, you also, as a coach, need to know if the client is avoiding something they say they want to tackle, and you have to learn how to lovingly yet firmly bring this up with clients. All right, this is the art of coaching. You see, it's not just you willy-nilly going through the session. It's really being able to co-create the plans, let the client guide, but you be that leader throughout the session. You want to be checking in with your clients. How's it going? How are you feeling about this? What's going on, inside? Things happening around that you want to be able to check in with me on. How do you feel about me as a coach? Am I holding the space for you? Is there anything more that I could be doing to help hold you accountable? Those kinds of questions can be great, especially if you're newer to coaching and you're finding your way. And a tip is to give organic homework assignments or suggestions that the client can take on between sessions. This is how the work comes alive. This is how the work comes alive. It's not just what gets discussed on the session. And this is how you can get around that question of, well, how much do you charge per hour? And oh my gosh, you know, we're only working together for X number of hours on the phone or in person, and you're charging what? You're not charging by the hour. You're charging by the transformation. You're charging for the result. All right? You're bringing how many years of experience to the mix. And it's really what happens between the sessions. You get it? This is huge. This is a huge aha. A huge aha. So please do not charge by the hour. It's a no-win proposition. Charge by the transformation. This is the value that I'm bringing. During our time together, by the end of our time together, here's what we're going to have covered. You're going to have this, you're going to have this, you're going to have this, you're going to know about this, you're going to boom, 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 just bullet it. Be very, very clear on this. Don't assume that your client knows this stuff already. You have to know your ideal client, your tribe's pain points. What is it that they need to accomplish, they want to accomplish? You're confident you can help them do that, you must claim it. Got it? Okay, we've covered some really, really juicy terrain around the structure of the sessions, the packages. Let me know anything that's coming up. Again, in the chat feature, you can type it in there. We will check it out. And I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to help you. Please, anything related to your business, things that you've been wondering about, this is the time to ask, all right? I want to let you know, too, about my new offering for the next generation of coaches to make a difference and a great living. I can teach you this stuff on these free webinars, but nothing will take the place of partnering with me on a longer term engagement, just like I've been offering to my clients over the last several years. And now I'm offering my support through the form of the Get Gutsy Coach Training School. I've never offered something like this before. I've offered lots of trainings for entrepreneurs and things around online marketing and finding your calling and all of that good stuff. And over the last few months, I've realized that the next phase of my journey and my career is helping to train the women out there who are ready to call themselves coach with authenticity and integrity. So I encourage you to check out what we have for you at getgutsycoachtraining.com. It is fantastic. It is what you need in order to move forward. It really is a combination of training, support, coaching, demos. Let me just get out of here for a second so I can pull that up, making sure that I hit on some of the key points. And then again, of course, any questions, please just bring them to the mix. This is really all about serving you and ensuring that you have what you need to do your work in the world, okay? Do your work in the world. Okay, so here we go. I'm back. Hey guys. I'm back. Here we go. All right, and we've gotten some great women who have already stepped forward for this offering. It's always exciting when you put something together. You have no idea, who's going to be stepping up, and you just simply have to go out on faith that it will land in the right people's hands, hearts, all that good stuff. You're going to need to do that as a coach. You're going to need to do that as an entrepreneur. You have to be very, very courageous as you make offers and invitations. Just like I'm doing right now, you're going to be needing to do that too, always on this path. No one's just going to know about you. No one's just going to find you. I remember several years ago, I had a conversation with a gal, and I said, well, how do people find you in your business and the work that you do? She said, well, they don't really, because I've been pretty much hiding out, hoping people find me. I'm scared of getting criticized, or I'm scared of people not liking what I'm doing or how I'm positioning myself. And she told me that it wasn't working. That approach was not working. People weren't finding her. And she had a lot of wealth and wisdom to offer the world, but she wasn't, because she was hiding and she was playing small. So I'm going to encourage you not to play small. I'm going to encourage you to get yourself out there and do your thing. Do your thing. All right. So a couple of points I want to make on Get Gutsy Coach Training School so you can understand what it is that we have for you. Class does start soon-ish, Wednesday, April 8th. If this calls out to you, you're going to want to step forward, put in your application. We can hop on the phone, ensure that it's a fit, and you can start on the path to your next level of contribution in the world. This is your opportunity to step into your highest calling as you share your coaching gifts with clients you adore. You work with clients while you're still in training. If you're not coaching yet in an official coach capacity, you can do so while you're still in training. I'm going to talk to you on how to do that. You can learn how to earn a great living from me. This is what I do. I've been doing this since 2008. It is possible. Most classic coach training programs don't teach you how to do this stuff. They teach you how to be great coaches, but the whole making a living as a coach thing is not touched on in a way that is going to serve you long term. This is 100% online learning immersion. We do have some in-person elements as bonuses. You want to come and hang with me and some other amazing women live in a person, you can do so. But if you just want to take this training online, you can do that as well. You can train to become a coach from anywhere in the world. I love being able to offer this up to my people. And that's kind of the big picture on what this is. Let me just scroll down. There's my story here. You can read the story. You can read about my journey. I hope it inspires you. And see how we've shaped the program. Because if this is calling out to you, you're going to want to see what this is going to be all about. Okay, we have 3 golden keys that we look at during the training. One is the coach's path. This is really the inner work, the personal development work that you are going to need to do to truly make it as a coach long term. Golden key number 2 are those skills and tools that every coach must master. The skills and tools are, wow, we're going to spend a lot of time here. You're going to be practicing coaching. We're going to be doing demos. I want you to become confident as a coach so that no matter what client situation you have, you'll be able to handle it with confidence and grace. And then golden key number 3 is how to make a great living as a coach, a marketer, and an entrepreneur. I've touched on all the areas that you need in order to do this thing. I want you to be successful. Something else I want to call out, as you look at the page, again, getgutsycoachtraining.com, you can see we've got regular lessons that you're going to be getting, step-by-step worksheets, regular calls that we'll be doing as a group, work samples, resources, tip sheets. I want to set you up for success. You're going to have access to some of my courses, so you can see how I've sliced and diced my expertise, my offerings, and you can get ideas for how you can do this for your people. And of course, we have a forum for you to go to. I mentioned a live offering. We're going to have a master class in July. It's going to be awesome. You're going to get a ticket into a business building course called the Tribe Building Bootcamp, which will happen later this year in September, and then a ticket to my live event, which will happen in October. All of these things are, those extra offerings are bonuses. They're options for you to really go deep into the learning. And we do have a fast action bonus for the first 10 to apply and get accepted, and we still have some of these left. You can get a private 60-minute message marketing and systems coaching call with me sometime this year. I really want to work with you privately to help you nail what it is that you're sharing with your people so that it's landing well, that you're really claiming your expertise. I want to look at your marketing. I want to look at the systems that you have in place, that you're growing a business and not a pain in the ass. All right. Something that I want to call out, some of you are going to want to get a certification on this. And so we have this question section on the website And I want to thank my web designer, Raina Hennon of Good Fortune Design Studio, for creating this page. We do have a certification option. As you go through this section on the website can give you details on how that will work, but we are offering a certification for those of you who desire that. You can become a Get Gutsy certified coach, and that means that you're really going to go through this, in earnest, going deep, coaching clients, doing a written exam, and then coaching me for a final oral review. And those women who go the distance, you all will become my go-to coaches for referrals and for opportunities within my business to support clients that we have in various courses. I'm really looking to bring in support into my business, other coaches, to help extend this work that we're doing in the world. And I've been wanting to do this for some time, and I said, I want to bring in coaches who I've had the chance to work with closely to ensure, again, that energetic match, that you're going to embody what it is to be in this Jenny Fennig worldwide zone, and allow you to get behind the scenes and see how we do things in my business. So again, that's an opportunity for you. Those of you who go through Get Gutsy Coach Training, I love that opportunity. So just to wrap it up, and then again, if there's any other questions or comments, come into the forum, or you can definitely send us an email, support@jennyfennig.com. We want to help you. There is an application process for this. You apply on this page, you submit a deposit that is fully refundable if your application is not accepted for whatever reason, it's just not a fit. When you submit your application, you can say, yay, I want to get on the phone with Jenny and have a chat with her, ask them some specific questions that aren't answered on this page, because this is an important decision on your journey, and I want to help you make it in whatever way that decision ends up going. It's just about helping you make a decision about, is coaching in this capacity the right next move for you? And that's basically it. That's how the application process works. We wanted to put the investment level for this really, really magnetic and enticing for you for our inaugural class. The value is huge for everything that you're getting. Most coach trainings are anywhere from $2,500 to $15,000, depending on the program and the offer. And we've priced ours really, really amazing at $3,500. That's the pay in full option. That is your best deal. And we do have a great payment plan available for you as well. So that's there on the page. This is an opportunity, my invitation for you to join me as a coach. Really join me as a coach, whether you want to build a six-figure full-time coaching business, add coaching into your current business offerings, whatever it is, how you're playing in the world. If you want to coach leaders within your organization, or if you want to simply generate a little extra income by working with a handful of clients a month and doing great work in the world, being of service, we have you covered in this program. We'd love to serve you. I'd love being able to teach this stuff. Thank you for the opportunity to teach you about sessions and packages. I hope that you learned from me sharing some examples of packages that I've used in my business in the past. I hope that you've learned from the session suggestions that I have, right? From that initial exploratory discovery session, into the initial session, into the sessions that you have for your clients, really holding that space, checking in with them, giving them that homework. It's an art and a science. You can make it yours. You can make it unique. You can make it powerful for your people. And that's what it is to be a coach. That is what it is to be a coach. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to host another webinar next week on Wednesday, April 1st. That's the final webinar that we're doing as part of this education series, the Making of a Coach education series. That final webinar is going to be focused on attracting ideal clients, even if you're not tech savvy, which I know some of you are not, and that's okay. You can still attract ideal clients, and I'm going to talk to you about that during that webinar. So thank you. Please be there. Check out getgutsycoachtraining.com if this calls out to you. Again, any questions that come up, let us know. We are here to help you. And I'm excited for the work that you're doing. Thank you for doing it. The world needs what you have. Please be confident. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Don't be afraid to make offers and invitations to your ideal clients to help solve the problems that they're having, help them get what they want. That's really what it is. This is Jenny Fennig from jennyfennig.com and getgutsycoachtraining.com signing off. Thanks so much for being here, and I will connect with you again soon. Bye. Have a great day. See ya.